Contact me at timscomputerfix.net to find out how you can ship me your laptop for repair. Hey everyone, Tim here from timscomputerfix.net again. Hey guys, I just had one of the newer model Alienware computers come in my shop. It's the X51-r2 model here. And the complaint that I'm getting from the customer is that this computer actually has a video issue where the screen blanks out, and there's some driver issues that that come up. This is what the customer is telling me. So anyway, a little bit of research on this, and I do see that the computer, that these little thin client looking Alienwares here do actually support and have a full-fledged desktop video card built into them. That's a little nuts considering how small and thin this computer is. And, but the customer actually called Dell. Of course, the computer is just about a month or so out of warranty. Dell recommended her buy this card from them, and they claim that's what's in the computer. It's a GTX 750 Ti is what they're saying that is. I'll find out here because we're going to crack this baby open and we're going to get down to the bottom of it. But what I'd like to do first is try to replicate the issue that she's having. So let's plug this up real quick, and we'll have a look and see if we can get the problem to be replicated. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of get this hooked up and see if we can at least replicate the issue she's having before we go any further. Okay guys, got my mouse, keyboard here. We're hooked all up to the back of the Alienware computer, and I've actually have powered this on, and I am getting no video display. I will say, however, that I powered it on one time before I started this recording, and I did get some video in safe mode, but I'm not getting any video now. Okay, decided to try it a second time, and we got it to come on. We got the screen to come up this time. And what keeps happening is the screen keeps blanking out. And I've done this in safe mode also. And also in safe mode, it blanks out. Let me see if I can boot this into safe mode real quick. Safe mode with networking. And we just blanked out. We blanked out. We get a no signal error here. The monitor disconnects. So yeah, I would say probably pretty safe bet we do have a video card problem, provided we don't have a, because that safe mode loads without drivers, so, and we're still blanking out, so pretty safe bet. It's the video card. There's only one way to find out. We'll replace it and see. Hopefully we don't have some motherboard issue or something like that. Anyway, let's take this apart, and we'll go step by step, and we'll swap out the video card. So we're going to start here on the side of the back side of the case. There's a screw here. So we'll just lay it down and we'll take this screw out. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take this whole side cover and push it forward like so, and it should just come right off. What you want to do here is be very careful, because there is a cable here that connects to the external light. So you want to kind of get that dislodged here a little bit like so. We'll lay this down, and we'll go ahead and disconnect this ribbon cable. And we'll set our side cover aside. Okay guys, as you can see here, I mean, Dell has really packed in a lot on this design. Full-fledged desktop video card here in this little spot here. There's your optical drive, which we're going to go ahead and remove. We'll go ahead and remove that optical drive. Just one screw right here. Yeah, so now I will say that it looks like, I would think that somebody's already been into this computer. We got the two Phillips head screws right here that look like they've been stripped out. My screwdriver is barely even biting that. I can't even hardly get that to bite. But over here, there's the same exact screw. It is biting just fine. They look a bit stripped out. We're going to go ahead and see if I can just remove this screw here though, however. Right here. Screws out. And see if we can't just slide this guy out like so. Okay, we can disconnect the cable. We'll set that aside. That reveals the processor. Processor's here. Looks like there's another daughter board. Very interesting design here. This give you guys a little closer look. Take you off the tripod here. But it's sorry about the shake. It's interesting. There's a couple daughter boards in here. I mean, the main board is over here. Processor's here. This video card is here. Okay, and the funny thing about that is there seems to be some type of an adapter that's plugged in. It looks like a PCI Express adapter that's plugged into the PCI Express here and goes down into the PCI Express on this little motherboard they have, so they can lay the card down sideways. Interesting. And then somewhere down here I think is the power. What's interesting about all this also is they power all this, even this card, with, they use just a power brick, which is kind of nuts. There's the power jack that powers this whole computer, and the power brick is about half the size of this computer. It's almost half the size of this computer. So I have to show you guys that at the end, but I just thought I'd give you a little bit of a closer look. Here's a stripped out. Here's one screw there that looks stripped out to me. Here's what the screw's supposed to look like. That's been untouched. So I would say somebody's definitely been in this, which, you know, in turn makes me always a little bit weary. But let's continue on here. I'm pretty sure we just need to take out this screw here, and no, it looks like the only screw that needs to come out to get the video card to come out. But let's move along here and let's find out, shall we? Okay, upon further inspection, I think we're going to have to remove both of these screws here. So that's what we're going to do. And now this screw's been kind of stripped out, but wait, I got a little bit of a bite there. It came out. So let's take off that. Let's use a flat head. Somebody's been in this computer. You know, they're always going to attempt to troubleshoot and fix stuff before they bring it into a repair technician. Here's this other one off here. So there's two screws there out. Let's see if we can, got to be careful here, this adapter they have. See if we can just kind of work this up and out here a little bit. There we go. There we go. The whole piece comes out here. Got to be careful. All right. Oh, look at there. I'll have to show you guys that. It looks like liquid. Hold on. So there's a retention clip here. I have to remember how that's on there, but there's a little retention clip. We'll take that off. And then we have We have our power cables here. Just be careful how you handle this guy. Power cables here, they're labeled 1 and 2. So we would just want to go ahead, probably just take these off. Okay, and can't see it on this side. I'll have to give you a little bit of a closer look. Let's come on down here, do a closer look at this. I don't know if you can see, it's a little dark, sorry for that, but these cables are threaded through the cage here, and they're kind of clipped on. So we'll just kind of unclip that. Get that out of the way. Okay. And first thing I notice, right down here, it sure looks like coffee stains or tea stains or something. I don't know. It sure looks like liquid to me. Just an observation. You can see that adapter card that's connected. All right, let's proceed. There you go. Okay. So now we can take our video card out and have a closer look. And look what I see here also. I'm seeing this is all liquid. Liquid, guys. Liquid. I'm seeing liquid spill. Here you go. Liquid. Liquid. We have liquid spill in here. Somebody spilt something in this computer. Obvious. It's sticky. Very sticky. So, I mean, they may not have an issue with the card at all. It may be with this board. And I'm thinking that maybe that's what that is. Because that's pretty doggone ganked up right there. Wow. Liquid spill, ladies and gentlemen. Liquid spill. All right, time for me to get a little closer look at this. Okay, I'm going to show you guys here. Once again, got what looks like some kind of Coke or soda or coffee or something, stains in here. And there, I've already showed you. Now that I've looked a little bit closer, don't know if you can see, but we've got staining here. We've also got some staining here, sticky. So I would say probably soda or coffee. Well, it could be coffee, but it's probably soda. Sticky, sticky. And then even what's more concerning, really, on this video card, try to get you a little bit more light here. You can see the it's all right. You can see the yellowing. If you can see that on the bracket there, and then all across this adapter, you can see it. It's bad. It's all on that adapter. You see there and all over those connectors there. Not good. And then if you come down here, there's some more. And then I'm going to take this bracket off and see how bad it is and see if it's actually on the PCB. Right, so in order to get this video card out of here, there's going to be a little latch here. You just press down on that and open that up, and that opens up a latch. On this side, there's the PCI Express latch there. We can kind of press on. There we go. I don't know. Felt a bit difficult there. Let's moment of truth on this. I'm seeing liquid drops on this and this chip here, and I'm seeing some liquid sticky stuff around this area here. Not good. Don't know if you guys can see. Oh yeah. It's all up in here. It's all up in there. I don't see anything back this way or inside the slots there. The pins here seem to be relatively clean, but this is a big concern right here though. I mean, that needs to be cleaned up. Yeah. So we'll clean that up. I'll make note of all this, take photos of it. We're going to charge them accordingly for liquid damage. Obviously, I don't have any warranty or guarantee on this anyways. I didn't even buy the card. She bought a card, so I mean, what I'd be more inclined to do would possibly be to clean all this up and see if we can't get this original card to work again. Would be probably what I would maybe try to do first, just to see. So let's try that before we put this new card in. I want to try to clean all this up. While I'm out of here, I'm just going to go ahead and take off this PCB board. Just so we can get it cleaned up. Let me see what it looks like underneath here also. This one's going to, yeah. That's how that comes off, and I'm not too worried about that, but we'll get this all cleaned off too. Let's see how it goes. Okay, look guys, everybody's got their own way of dealing with this. Some people have some what's called sonic baths, where you have these machines and tubs that you drop this in and it gives electronics a what's called a sonic bath, certain type of chemicals that you use. But me, not me, man. I'm just going to use good old-fashioned alcohol here. I'm going to start off with the alcohol. This is isopropyl alcohol, and I'm going to get me just a clean rag here somewhere. I've got one. Get this guy cleaned up. I think with this one we talked about in this general area. Let's see if I can get some more light. Some more light here. Oh yeah, a little bit more light there. No problem. And yeah, I don't see anything up on these feet. I see some right there at the latch, and then all up around in this area. So yeah, we got out the way. We'll just give that a little clean up. It really ain't that big a deal. This might actually keep it from having errors or blanking out. Keep it from blanking out and all like that. Just be generous with it. That's what I do. And again, like I say, everybody's got their own way of doing this. This is how I'm going to do it. Okay, and we can take some canned air here and maybe put a little on just to kind of help dry it out. Dab it. Dab it there. And you know, with everything, with all the liquid that I was spotting in this general area, also got to remember too that something could have possibly gone in this direction. Definitely. Get my flashlight there. Look. Doesn't look, from what I can see here, like anything got down in there too much on this side of the board. So That already looks better. Giving it a real close inspection, you know, I don't see so then what I do, there we go, I use a little bit of a contact cleaner to kind of, this stuff evaporates really quick, but I'll put that on there a little bit like that. We'll just go ahead and, I mean, it's already dry, look at there. I don't know if you can tell that, but that just helps to evaporate anything that's there that might be sticky or what have you. Completely safe to use. Okay. Looks pretty good, I think. So what we do now, before you apply any kind of power to these components, you want to give it a little bit of time to dry out. It don't take much. I mean, this is alcohol and this contact cleaner just evaporates so quick. I mean, that's fairly clean. I don't see any signs of any soda or any other thing that doesn't look right there. Let's have a look. Looks pretty clean to me. Yeah. So, except for some of that soda there, I'll leave that to show her. I mean, I've got pictures too, but got pictures. So then, let's go to this adapter here. Let's get this cleaned up. This is what I think might be causing her problems more than anything else, possibly. This is really bad. Nasty, ganky. She ought to be ashamed of herself. Just dab that. Dab that. This is isopropyl alcohol we're using here. Just put that there. Foreign matter. Okay. Yeah. Put me a little bit more here. It's all right. We don't have to worry about being messy. This stuff just dries up pretty darn good, but it was all over these little pins here, man. That stuff, that will corrode, that will cause all kinds of issues if it's not already damaged. But I know one thing, I'm not going to even attempt to even put a new video card in here until this is cleaned up. I can still see some pretty ganked up stuff here. Get that off. College student is who owned this computer. She neglected to tell me that They may have spilled some soda. Yeah, it's looking a bit better there. It's looking a good bit better. Spray that with a little contact cleaner. Okay. Dry it off here a little bit. Awesome. Give a little inspection. We'll wipe down these little feet here since I've been kind of touching them a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, it's as clean as it's going to get, considering. I mean, that looks better than what the heck it did. That's for sure. Okay, so we'll give that a go. Hey, just to let everybody know, just to be on the safe side, I actually blew air in these slots just to blow out any excess alcohol that may have been resting down in there that I didn't see, just to be sure it all gets evaporated properly. So I would be sure to do that as an extra precaution. Let's see how this goes back together here. We'll go ahead and put our bracket back into place here. Okay. Then we'll put our video card back into place. Nice and gently. And it snaps down in there like so. There we go. Latched. So we're not going to take her video card out of her box, her new video card, because if this works, I mean, it may just be easier for her to return that card with it not even out of the package, right? Okay, then we'll gently lay her over on her side here. Alright. It's looking much, much better. Nice little look down here to be sure we're not crimping those wires. Some wires down there we got to watch out for. This is not quite all the way down. There we go. That felt nice. Look down there to be sure that everything's seated right on the motherboard. That all looks good. Everything's plugged in. Okay, we'll leave this undone. This is just for testing. We're going to test this now. Okay, everyone, I've fired this off. Okay, here we go. So far, we are up and running. Definitely a step further and a step better than what we were before we started this repair here. So what I'm going to do, we're going to sit here for a while and let it run. What I would like to be able to tell the customer is I've just repaired it without her having to even buy a card, or without, she could just return the card that she has. Here's our game ready driver. So we're going to run some tests here, kind of heat this thing up. We're going to see how well she does, and I'll let you know. Okay everyone, I've had this up and running for quite some time. We've got Furmark running here. We've got our temperatures. 85C is running at 100% load. The video card is. Fans are up at 63%. Gotta say, that's pretty much peak performance. It's been like that for quite some time. Hasn't fallen over. I would think that if there was an issue with this video or video card or motherboard or anything of that matter, that it would probably show itself by now. It hasn't blanked out any. It's been running flawlessly. So I do believe that the corrosion or the liquid damage that was in here was causing some shorting issues or whatever. So cleaning that up looks like it fixed this problem. So we're going to go ahead and get this computer put all back together, call it a job done. Now that we've pretty much gotten to the bottom of that little deal, we'll go ahead and get this guy back together. Like this. Plug in our cable. Back up like it should be. Like so. Put in our stripped out screws. Well, that pretty much said it. It just looks like they may have tried to go in and strip it down and hope they could find the problem, but it's okay. I think they went to Best Buy first. I think Best Buy said they couldn't help them. Or either that or wanted to sell them a new computer. Typical of Best Buy to do that. I got to the problem, and I went above and beyond, and I also saved them some money so they didn't have to crack open their, what is that 750 tie. So they can take that back. We're going to put our plug back in here. Like so. Flip it this way and just be sure we get that tucked back down in there nicely. We don't want to pinch any of these wires. We'll fight with this a little bit. I think that's it. Is that it? I think that's it. Let's see. Looks good there. Okay, on this side looks pretty good. Yeah, you just kind of tap it back into place. Okay. Spot for our screw here. All right. And that's it. Oh yeah, here's the other thing, guys, I wanted to show you everyone is this power brick for this desktop computer. Unbelievable. Like I say, it's almost half the size of the computer. Unbelievable. Another thing I'm noticing about these computers too, they run extremely hot. Running hot, but I'm sure that doesn't surprise anybody considering. So guys, that's it for this video. I appreciate you watching. I hope this helps somebody out. Again, if you need your computer repair, you just look me up at timscomputerfix.net. Contact me there. I can tell you how. Thanks for watching my video, and see you next time.